All right, the hood is definitely coming off. More than likely the bumper's coming off as well too. First thing I want to do though, make sure the car goes up in the air properly. Hood's not gonna hit the garage door opener, so that's good too. There we go. There's a lock point. If you guys have never used these before or have considered buying them, please do buy them. They are the best things ever. So as you can see, that guy's locked. It's not going anywhere. That one is also locked and not going anywhere. We don't play with our lives here. All right, got the wheels, got the fender cover off, front bumper's coming off here. Hood is off. We're exploiting free labor here.
Someone should have blown this thing out before you just started taking it apart.
Yank it. Yank it.
See all the
he's
dirt down in here and everything else? Not real smart, Mitchell.
I'll never put injectors on, so
Let me do it.
yeah. I've watched you do it a couple times.
Injectors suck to put on, man. Oh no! Can drop that, son of a bitch. Here we go, I got it.
We dropped a valve, you're good.
Yeah, we don't want to drop valve, that's what it did.
We dropped the valve. You didn't need much of an injector with this kit here. The only reason I'm going 1000 cc is because the ethanol that we're gonna be running in the car.
Yeah,
so.
I think you'll probably need bigger injectors for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do you think I told you to blow the fucking thing out, Mitchell?
Well, you told me after we got done.
Yeah, well, you just jump on in.
You done helped me take the thing off and went, you should have blown that out after
I know, but it was
out.
already too late. It was already fucking up in the air.
All right, it's off, it's off, it's off. Calm down.
The last thing you want is it to still be on there and you tug on it for 10 minutes.
Taking a little lunch break here. Got the AC fan, condenser out, bunch of the shit's out of the way. Front bumper's off, all the fluids are drained here. Next, we have to pin the crank. So we gotta take the rack and pinion off the car there so we can pin the crank. And then we can start with all the brackets and actually start mounting the supercharger. All right, steering rack is out. Now we have the crank hub pulley we have access to so we can pin the crank. Progress. I don't know if I ever showed it, but when I first originally put the Pro Charger on my Mustang, I actually sheared off the bolt, the installer bolt inside of my crankshaft. So I'm a little traumatized when messing with anything involving this here. So I hope this is just pinned when I take it off. It's not likely though.
No.
Not likely though. It has gotten a cam, so it's come off before. We look.
Fucking impact.
Those?
Dude, look at these things.
Whoa.
Should I put the car in gear?
No.
Man, I was hoping that would just shoot off.
Boot up the compressor.
I don't want to ever pull on a pry bar with that ever again. Cam, I think it's tight. One more turn. Snap. All right, we are now officially on day 2 of this install. If you remember, we left off last time because we got the incorrect part. We couldn't actually pin the crank down there. We have the correct bolt. Shout out to East Coast Supercharging. They 3-day air mailed out the correct parts there and got back to me same day. Awesome for a company to do that, by the way. So once the crank is pinned, we really should be able to start on all the rest of the brackets to the supercharger and really get the rest of that all mounted today. So the blower may be completely on the car by the end of the day today. Now the only other variable is how complicated the fuel system's gonna be. We already have the injectors in the car, so if the fuel system goes easy and well, there's a chance it runs today. I'm putting my bets on this car running tomorrow though.
We're good.
Already pushing my nerves, bro.
It's nice to give you a fucking super sharp bit.
Yeah.
Because that fucking crankshaft is not fucking soft.
It's forged.
Yeah, it's a hard bit.
Forged crankshaft. I'm so nervous right now, Mitch.
When you walk in,
stay peaceful with these cannons. Alright. Oh! My cheeks are clenched, bro. This is the scariest part of the install for me right here. Alright. Both the pins are in. They're flush with the hub, not the crankshaft, but we're looking pretty good on that. Thank God. Alright. So, got more of these knocked off and drilled up. Got the bottom tensioner in, putting the rest of the pump on there. Chris is finishing up all that. We're trying to figure out the auxiliary fuel pump now. That's gonna go in the back of the car behind the fender liner here. And this has no instructions. So shout out SMG for that.
Do we have a spare zippy tie?
Come, no boy.
Oh, I got it, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, this one's a little overkill here. All right, here we go. Rest of the bracket, for the most part, is on the blower. Oh, I wonder if we should have done
we should be able to squeak it in there.
I'm sure. Figure it out.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Yeah,
We'll be good. I think.
we'll figure it out either way. All right, sweet. What do you think about the progress, Miller boy? Huh? All right, backpedaled a little bit. Had to put the oil drain line on there. Don't worry. This oil drain line is gonna get zip tied out of the way, so we don't shear that off and lose the supercharger. We're gonna learn from our mistakes there, if you know what I'm referencing. Well, that's what we like to freaking see, dude. Oh yeah, that looks exciting. Well, that's a wrap for night 2 of the install. Not sure how many parts this video is gonna be, but I'm thinking maybe 1 more day or possibly 2 more days and we're finished up. Made some pretty good progress on it today. Of course, the blower is now actually on the car. Tomorrow is gonna basically be reassembling the rest of the front end here. Maybe putting the steering column back in, or not the steering column, but the steering rack back in the car and everything along the lines of that. Be buttoning it up. Hopefully have all the intercooler piping and the actual intercooler all mounted as well too. And then after that, we just have to finish up the fuel system here, which we think we have now all figured out. It's just a matter of actually putting it all on the car and buttoning it up and everything as well too. But I think with that all done, we just wrap up part 1 to this video right here. Again, I haven't seen any very comprehensive installs with this ECS kit anywhere. Feel free to ask me some questions down below if you do have them and you're planning to install this kit as well too. I still might not have done the best job actually videoing and documenting everything there, but should know enough about the kit to maybe help you out through a difficult part. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you leave a like on this video and I'll catch you guys later.